many devotees actually remarked that they've researched Prabhupada's conversation in books, and they found or did not find any reference from Srila Prabhupada where he requested devotees to write his biography. There's no record of Prabhupada ever requesting his devotees or his managers to write a biography about his life. As a matter of fact, in the Bhagavatam, in the 7th canto, there's a purport where Srila Prabhupada says there's no need to understand the past of a Vaishnava, especially a Vaishnava like Srila Prabhupada, a Nitya Siddha, eternally liberated soul. So this is a very important point. Now, with regards to this Līlāmṛta review, this was originally compiled by Jadharani and Kailash Chandra, and it was re-edited in Badger, California by some devotees. So what we have currently is basically various quotations from Srila Prabhupada explaining the position of a liberated soul. We're currently on page number 7 towards the bottom of the page. The Līlāmṛta claims that Srila Prabhupada became unconscious due to heat. One day, this is from Līlāmṛta, book number 1, page 194. One day, while delivering BTG to various addresses in the city, Abai suddenly began reeling, half unconscious, overcome by the heat. Srila Prabhupada, to the contrary, writes, because this transcendental position is at once achieved by one who is in Krishna consciousness, the devotee of the Lord is unaffected by the dualities of material existence, namely distress and happiness, cold and heat, etc. This state is practical samadhi, or absorption in the Supreme, from Bhagavad-gītā As It Is, chapter 6, text number 7. If there appeared to be any such collapse, it would not be to the heat, but rather due to transcendental ecstasy, according to the Shastra, and could be understood only by another pure devotee. Quotation from Madhya Lila, chapter 23, text 40. Even a most learned scholar cannot understand the activities and symptoms of an exalted personality in whose heart love of God it has awakened. Then there's another citation from Madhya Lila, Chaitanya Charitamrita, chapter 23, text 51. The many external ecstatic symptoms of bodily transformations are the anubhavas, or subordinate ecstatic expressions of love. Some of these are dancing, falling down, and rolling on the ground. The Līlāmṛta claims that Srila Prabhupada was dangerously old. It said that he was, as our most old man, like a doting father. Līlāmṛta, book number 1, page 287. He was making a momentous break with his previous life, and he was dangerously old and not in strong health. And he was going to an unknown and probably unwelcoming country. Then from Līlāmṛta, book number 2, page 151, one boy, Stanley, was quite young, and Prabhupada, almost like a doting father, watched over him as he ate. Webster's dictionary defines doting as 1, to be feeble-minded or weak-minded, especially from old age. 2, to show excess or foolish affection or fondness. Srila Prabhupada, however, writes, this is from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 5, Chapter 1, text 35. My dear king, a devotee who has taken shelter of the dust from the lotus feet of the Lord can transcend the influence of the 6 material whips, namely hunger, thirst, lamentation, illusion, old age, and death, and he can conquer the mind and 5 senses. Another quote from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 5, Chapter 4, text number 5. Another symptom of a liberated person is vijara, which indicates that he is not subjected to the miseries of old age. The Līlāmṛta claims that Śrīla Prabhupada was starving. From Līlāmṛta, Book 1, page 164. When Abai arrived, he appeared very poor, starving. He had no means. Webster's dictionary defines starving as to suffer extreme hunger, to perish from lack of food. Śrīla Prabhupada, however, writes, "My dear king, a devotee who has taken shelter of the dust from the lotus feet of the Lord can transcend the influence of the 6 material whips, namely hunger, thirst, lamentation, illusion, old age, and death, and he can conquer the mind and 5 senses." From Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 5, Chapter 1, text number 35. And we can resume the discussion. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.